Hello, my dear students. In this lecture, we are going to see one previous year GATE numerical. This question was asked in GATE 2018 for 2 marks in set 2. Basically, this question is asked on the condenser, and condenser is one type of heat exchanger. So let us understand this question. The question is, steam in the condenser of a thermal power plant is to be condensed at a temperature of 30 degrees Celsius with a cooling water which enters the tube of the condenser at 14 degrees Celsius and exit at 22 degrees Celsius. Now, my dear students, here they have given a condenser. They have given a condenser. And my dear students, in condenser, the hot fluid undergoes phase change. So let us understand, let us draw the temperature profile for condenser. Right. Now here, condenser means the temperature of hot fluid do not change, but there will be a condensation, that is phase change of hot fluid. That is temperature during phase change always remains constant. Let us say here there is an entry of hot fluid, that is THI, right? And the hot fluid is flowing like this from THI to the THO, right? And here they have given steam as a hot fluid, right? Therefore here steam is flowing, and steam is a hot fluid whose temperature do not change. There is only phase change. And my dear students, if one of the fluid is undergoing phase change, then either you select parallel flow or counter flow. For both parallel flow and counter flow, all the calculation are same. That is LMTD of parallel flow and counter flow, as well as the effectiveness of parallel flow as well as counter flow for the one of the fluid undergoing phase change is always same. So don't worry about the type of flow. Let us consider parallel flow. If I consider parallel flow, from the same side, there will be an entry of cold fluid, and whenever the cold fluid comes into contact with hot fluid, the temperature of cold fluid will increase. Therefore, let us say here temperature of cold fluid at inlet is TCI, and the cold fluid temperature will go on increasing, and the exit temperature of cold fluid will be TCO, right? And here the cold fluid is given cooling water. Therefore, here water is a cold fluid, right? And I am considering here parallel flow heat exchanger. I am considering parallel flow. If you consider counter flow also, then also answer is same, because it is a special case. If one of the fluid is undergoing phase change, then counter flow and parallel flow calculations are same, right? And here this left side temperature difference, that is at inlet, this is called delta T1. This temperature difference is delta T1, and the right side temperature difference, this is called delta T2. This we have given nomenclature as delta T2. Therefore, here we can say delta T1 is equal to THI minus TCI, and delta T2 is nothing but THO minus TCO. Right. Now let us go back to the question. A steam in a condenser of thermal power plant is to be condensed at a temperature of 30 degrees Celsius. Now here THI and THO are given 30 degrees Celsius. Therefore here I will write THI is equal to THO is equal to 30 degrees Celsius, that is steam temperature. Then with a cooling water which enters the tube of a condenser at 14 degrees Celsius and exit at 22 degrees Celsius. Now that means it is a inlet temperature of cold fluid and exit temperature of cold fluid. Therefore, my dear students, here we can write TCI is equal to 14 degrees Celsius and TCO is equal to 22 degrees Celsius, right? Then the total surface area of the tubes is 50 meter square. Now here surface area is given, which is nothing but 50 meter square, right? 50 meter square. Then and overall heat transfer coefficient U is given 2000 watt per meter square. Therefore, U is equal to 2000 watt per meter square. After that, the heat transfer in megawatt to the condenser is correct to the 2 decimal places. Now, my dear students, they are asking what is the heat transfer? Heat transfer, but in megawatt. We have to find in megawatt, right? Now, my dear students, in terms of this area, overall heat transfer coefficient, and logarithmic mean temperature difference (LMTD), we have formula to find heat transfer. That is heat transfer is equal to you can say UA delta Tm, UA delta Tm, where this delta Tm is nothing but LMTD, logarithmic mean temperature difference, right? So here U is given, A is given. Here your target is to find LMTD, that is delta T1, delta Tm, right? And my dear students, this LMTD, logarithmic mean temperature difference, which is also called delta Tm, is nothing but delta T1 minus delta T2 divided by ln of delta T1 divided by delta T2. Right? This is a formula. That formula we have derived in theory lectures. Right. Now, my dear students, delta T1 is nothing but Thi minus Tci. So let us find this delta T1. Thi is 30, Tci is 14. Therefore, it is equal to 30 minus 14, which is nothing but 16 degrees Celsius. Right. Again, let us find this delta T2. Delta T2 is nothing but THO minus TCO, this side temperature difference. Therefore, THO is 30, TCO is 22. Therefore, it will become 30 minus 22, which is nothing but 8 degrees Celsius. Right. So let us put here. Therefore, this LMTD will be equal to delta T1 is 16, delta T2 is 8 divided by ln of 16 divided by 8. Right. So let us solve for LMTD. So my dear students, if I solve this for LMTD, I will get delta Tm, which is nothing but LMTD, will be equal to 11.54 degrees Celsius. Right. Now, my dear students, once you calculate this LMTD, let us put this LMTD in this formula, that is to find heat transfer. Right. Therefore, let us find this heat transfer now, as you have calculated LMTD. So I am going to solve this heat transfer. Now, my dear students, heat transfer is nothing but UA delta Tm. Therefore, let us write down this formula. Q is equal to UA delta Tm LMTD. U is nothing but 2000 into area is 50, delta Tm is 11.54. Right. Now, my dear students, here this is the temperature difference, and temperature difference in Kelvin as well as degree Celsius is always same. Right. Therefore, the same difference can be written as 11.54 Kelvin also. Right. Now, my dear students, I am not saying that degree Celsius is equal to Kelvin. What I am saying, this is the temperature difference. The temperature difference in degree Celsius is always equal to temperature difference in Kelvin. This is my statement. I am not saying temperature in Kelvin is equal to temperature in degree Celsius. Temperature in Kelvin is never equal to temperature in degree Celsius. It is a difference only, right? So let us find this. So if I find this Q, then answer for this Q will be 11.54 into 10 to the power 5 watt. This will be in watt. But my dear students, in this bracket, if you type this answer, you will get 0 marks, because they are asking in megawatt. You have to find in megawatt, right? Therefore, for this equation, if I multiply with 10 to the power minus 6, I will get in megawatt, right? So my dear students, the answer will be Q is equal to 1.154 megawatt. This is your answer, final result, right? So in this bracket, you have to type, if you type here 1.154, then you will get 2 marks. Thank you, dear students. In next lecture, we will see one more numerical on this topic, which was asked in previous year GATE examination.